we must go to Chebukati, camp there if we need to. Tell them that we pass a law that says you must consult political parties, do a press conference every day if you need to, post something on Facebook every day if you need to, even if you didn't meet, so that Kenyans can go step by step and understand how prepared are we for the elections. I saw some equipment that they purchased. They've never said anything. We want to see how they will transmit results from Lunga Lunga. We want to see how they will transmit results from Kakuma, Dadaab, and many other places. Those are the fundamental issues that we should be discussing now.
First list that was produced by the selection panel, I remember I was the first one to refute it. And why was I the first one to refute it? Because I said none of those names inspired confidence. The biggest requirement of an electoral management body is just to inspire confidence to Kenyans. First of all, you need people who Kenyans know and trust. And then after that, I remember I sent a message to one of it was internal, but I can say what I said. I told them, when you're handling primaries, and in this case now when you're handling an election, communicate. Yes. Frequently, every day, clearly, concisely, read out statements as if you're reading verses from the Bible. Let there be no doubt about how you're going to execute. Repeat if necessary. Answer questions.
That is the way
you must do that
transparency.
As frequently as possible.
Transparency.
Yes, because you're building confidence. We want Kenyans to come out and exercise, their will.
Absolutely.
Yeah, on the 8th. So IBC must build confidence. I think confidence building is what they've not done.
They have not done.
And incidentally, before the commissioners came, Ezra Chiloba used to do it. Actually, he did it very well. I think now that they've come, they've kind of get him a bit. So he's, of course, now, he has to answer to his bosses. But Chebukati, man, get out there. Talk to Kenyans. Leave this ivory. Actually, it's an ivory tower, anniversary tower. Go to that Kakuma my friend is talking about. Go to Wamagana in Nyeri. Go to Busia. Tell people, you guys need to vote. I will protect your vote. I will not help your candidate win, but I will protect your vote. Absolutely. Go around the country. That's what IBC is doing. And I think that's why my colleagues in NASA are now fumbling, changing candidates. And I'm humbled by it, that I have a lot of people from NASA who are saying, you know what, Sakaja, you cut across. And you're not a sycophant, and I hope I will not be, especially with my big brother here, Mutula. You're not a sycophant, you say the truth, and you stick to it. Where Jubilee Mesa says, okay, there's a problem, but this is the solution. And I will stick to that, because what we need in this city is to unite our people. Once we do it in Nairobi, Jalas, the rest of the country will happen. It will be contagious.
And you think you can do it?
We will do it. But he will do it, not me. We will do it together.
Jeff, by the way, for whatever sake, we need to improve Jubilee debate in the Senate.
Speaking of debates, you just mentioned that, Senator. Debates, presidential debates scheduled for July the 10th. How many candidates are 18 candidates?
It's a joke.
Come on, people, help me here.
Do you think we must have all of them debating?
No. I mean, we need to do what happens in other jurisdictions like the States. They take the most respected opinion polls and they categorize them in bands. So the top 5 will debate on their own, the bottom 5 on their own. And if there's any change, then those in the bottom, if they go up, the ratings join the top 5.
But Sakaja, 18.
Seriously?
What time do we... It's 90 days to the elections. What the hell are these people going to tell us that, that they haven't told us in 5 years?
Not tell you. Who are they? Who are the real presidential candidates? Please stand up. What are you talking about? 18 candidates?
Come on.
Nazaleen Omar.
Yes.
You want her to be in the debate?
Why not? Why not? And particularly because I don't know of any other lady who wants to be president. The fact that she has wanted to be president
for a long time.
Very long time.
I don't know what we need to do in this country. Maybe we need to give them some limos. But what would be president?
but look what happened last time. We had the Dida.
Yes.
No one knew.
Duda.
Correct.
Yes.
Came to the
debate.
And he defeated Peter Kenneth, he defeated
Martha Karua.
So well. Just because of that.
Sure. But ask yourself this question, Jeff. Fundamentally, in an election where you're going 50+1, where President Uhuru Kenyatta and Ruto got 8,550 votes for the 50+1, and you have 18 candidates, what are you talking about, my friend?
It makes no sense.
There's something fundamentally wrong about the fact that maybe there's something good about the fact that people want to be president. There's something attractive, because I don't think we have had 18 candidates ever. But the fact is that a person, you wake up, leave your house, and you can get majority votes in 25 counties, and you have most likely never left your ward. It's a joke.
But you know the scary thing, Jeff, if you look at the Constitution,
Yeah.
and I've just remembered this, when it talks about presidential elections, if any of these candidates dies, any, a new election has to be held.
Come on.
And they're going to mess, so you have 18 people, first of all,
Right.
who just by virtue of the fact that they've become a candidate, first must get protection.
First,
They
by
must
the
get
state.
GSC
Protection.
company protection.
Yes,
Because
boss.
if anything happens to any of them at the election, there cannot be an election. And
It's serious business.
so yes, Article 38 provides civil and political rights. Anybody can vie for any position.
Right.
But I think we need to have certain filter. And I think IBC has been lazy because all of these 18 guys, many of them are independent. And you must get, I think, 48,000 signatures
Right.
verified by the IBC. I don't think they've done that.
And into that threshold we're talking about, the threshold, they couldn't have met it.
No.
Because these guys can mess the election.
Yes.
There's someone called
Incidentally.
Erastus Nyamera. Have you heard of him? Japhet Kavinga.
Sounds
Who
like
is that?
Kavemba. Who was doing
He's a
the thing
presidential
with his-
candidate.
Who was the guy I beat us?
Well,
Robert Mukwana Juma.
huyo ni nani jamani?
Sijui ndio mnajua.
Stephen Oweke Oganga.
Why don't you call them here? Endelea.
I don't even know where to find them.
Well, Jalas, can you do a Twitter?
Cliban 2 anasema Sakaja, how you talk is like you are a well-equipped man, ready to be the captain of Nairobi. Nelson Opole, Sakaja is the best substitute for Sonko. I like the way he argues.
Asante. But this is the two man.
Hao ni watu wako, hii ni
By the
team
way,
Sakaja, hii ni team
You
Sakaja.
were running for governor before,
I was running for governor.
and you decided otherwise.
I was very serious about Nairobi. I came to your show.
You did.
By that time, I had thousands of volunteers, and I thank them very much. But at some point, I realized, look, as a leader, because I've been the leader of all these guys in TNA and of the chairman, how we were going about this, we were all going to lose to Kirero in the morning. Because it stopped being about transforming the city, it started becoming about who's going to pull the other down. It started becoming about Peter Kenneth, about Sonko, about So I said, let me come out and try to bring these people together. And I really tried uniting these two. And then I also realized most of the things I wanted to do for Nairobi. And Mutura, I remember even when you were on the other show, I kept talking about it.
Yes.
Are things I can still achieve in the Senate. Number one, health, Sakaja care. I was
Sakaja
calling it
care.
Sakaja care.
That's right. That's
All
right.
86,000 families in Nairobi, Jeff, cannot afford health care. Every 2 weeks, every week, you're called to remove people from Kenyatta, having 10,000 bob bill, 20,000 bob bill. But it's Sakaja care, and I said 2.4 billion shillings. We can give everybody free health care in Nairobi, 46,000 families. Breadwinner, spouse, and 3 kids.
Who's going to pay for it?
We want to get a conditional grant from the national government or the county government itself.
Because senators have no money. You guys have no
It's not
funds.
my money, but the work of a senator is not to use his money. The work of the senator is to actually secure resources for the county. And all of the things I want to do for Nairobi, I know this will be a fight with my brother Mutura and the other senators, is that Nairobi, that produces 50% of the GDP, and yet gets only 2% of the allocation, should probably not be within that.
When you become the senator of Nairobi, you will invariably become the enemy of Sonko. Invariably. This alliance will end on the day of your election.
No problem.
Because you're going to monitor the way they manage their funds. You're going to monitor the way they do their services. You will have to bring petitions on behalf of the council and people of Nairobi for services not done by Sonko. So let me tell you, this party is about to end. Enjoy.
What brings us together? We might be friends, the three of us. But what brings us together more is what we want to do for the people of Nairobi. If we disagree about transformation for the people of Nairobi, that will be okay at that point. But it's the same way. My friend Tinga and Uru, they're buddies. They meet, they talk. But when it comes to politics, there are certain differences. So since we've agreed, and in fact what we're doing right now, we're harmonizing our manifestos. My manifesto team is sitting down, working with the team that Sonko had and who else had, bringing together some of these ideas. Now, if it's to put into account for those things that we have promised Nairobians jointly, yes, I will do it with alacrity. I will do it with all the pomp and pageantry, with all the passion to make sure what Nairobi get what they deserve.
And let's face it, gentlemen, Sonko and Kidero never got along.
Never.
They never got along. So
They only did for a short while.
I think for other reasons. Then
For a short while.
Oh.
The marriage was short-lived. But the only thing that will challenge their team, their three-something, is the
S3.
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 That one. rescue team,
Mm.
the ambulances, the fire brigades, the water tankers, with 11 billion shillings, we will expect to see much more.
That's a good point there. Charles Kim, you say, Team Sakaja, my senator, my choice. Country bus locked in. Nyargero, I believe in you. You just added 1 vote in Langata.
Wow.
Whoa, this
I like this show already.
Kura Renge.
All right, so now we're going to
Kutoka Kisumu.
let's take a break, come back, and when we do that, let's talk about food prices, gentlemen. You guys are the legislators. Food prices, people are suffering, man. How much was unga in Eldoret? 185.
185.
2 kilogram packet.